Welcome back. A little bit of clearing we're starting to see on our America's Mattress live tower cam. I can't say it feels any more pleasant outside though. We've seen some strong gusts going on, 84 degrees right now here at the moment. Let's check our winds right now. Okay, only 31 miles per hour. Believe it or not, that's an improvement from what we saw earlier on today. I've seen gusts up to 47 miles per hour been recorded here in Grand Junction. A little bit of that virga kind of coming down from those clouds in Montrose here at the moment. Still relatively hot, so not all that rainfall we would have liked to see to reach the ground has done so. Low allergens here at the moment. Again, those strong gusts today across most of our viewing area. Montrose got up to 36 mile per hour gusts so far, 34 in Delta. I really don't expect any more of those isolated thunderstorm cells to hang around into the evening though. Our satellite radar shows us the past couple of hours here. This is our visible satellite, so you get a nice little view of the clouds up in the air, and a lot of them have contained those little red dots. Those are smaller isolated thunderstorm cells. They've gotten gusts up to that 40 to 50 per mile hour range, a little bit of lightning in there, and I know I heard some thunder earlier on in the afternoon. Rain totals though just haven't amounted to anything here on the western slope except in isolated conditions. Nothing has been recorded at the airport, although I did check online recently. We did have trace amounts here, but trace has been what's recorded in much of our viewing area, so that's less than 1/100 of an inch recorded at airports across the western slope. So only in those more mountainous areas have you really seen actual precipitation. That's because our humidity has remained low. Of course, a little bit of an improvement from what we've seen in terms of that dryness earlier on in the week. 21% in Grand Junction right now, those low 20s across much of our viewing area, but that's just not enough for that actual rainfall. We need a little more surface moisture, and I think we will get that tomorrow. You're going to see 45 is our dew point for Junction tomorrow. That's around that 40 to 50% humidity range, so that's going to definitely allow a bit more for us to tap into. In terms of our actual rainfall chances though, I don't think it's going to be really widespread, still just isolated spotty showers here and there. I have 30% chance for Thursday during the day, 20% in the evening on Thursday night, and Friday another 20% chance. I do think that most of that moisture isn't going to really hang around into those evening hours. The 20% and 20% for Friday morning specifically is more precautionary than anything. Our futurecast will show that a little bit better here. Whole lot of nothing overnight. Skies are going to start to clear out. Then once we get into the day, notice a lot more of that activity over towards the actual divide. Not a lot popping up here in Junction and Montrose, though I do think our model is kind of reserving it a little bit. I have a bit more than we expected here. Friday, I really don't expect that rain to amount to all that much here anywhere other than over towards the divide. Aspen, Gunnison kind of area. High pressure is going to kind of ebb back and forth here, and it's going to be returning over the weekend, getting a little too close for comfort, warming us back up. Gusts over the weekend too are going to start to calm down too. Of course, we're going to see not too bad of a pressure gradient is what I have so far in our forecast. Although you see a little bit of this moisture starting to get over from the Pacific. I think we'll get a lot more of that once we head into early next week though. Clear skies Saturday and Sunday, 96 and 95 degrees will be our high, warming up into early next week, but cloud cover returning as high pressure moves out of the area. Montrose 40% and 30% on Thursday and Friday. Low 90s to start out early next week.